Objection, overruled. While at first the idea of courtroom shows may seem like something you'd want to go and partake in, over the years there have been plenty of amazing dramas, comedies, and even video games, Ace Attorney Forever, that prove that if you do it the right way, they can be incredibly engaging. Which brings us to Netflix, because they've done an incredible job of collecting an army of legal shows for you to go and watch should you want to. So allow us to show you the best legal drama shows on Netflix right now. Number 8. Suits. Harvey Specter, Gabriel Macht, is a highly charismatic and very sharp New York lawyer. He takes Mick Ross, Patrick J. Adams, as his associate, and that's when things start getting interesting. Mike is a college dropout and has no law degree, but is extremely perceptive with a photographic memory. The show focuses on Harvey and Mike's journey through complex cases and intricate interpersonal relationships, all while upholding Mike's secret at the same time. From rivals to love interests, through twists and turns of law and the legal system, Suits remains a masterpiece of a show in the legal genre. Featuring high-profile characters and the cutthroat New York legal community, the drama series has received great acclaim from fans and critics, with high viewership and ratings throughout its years on the air. In fact, it was one of the anchors of USA back when it had tons of original programming that it loved to showcase, even getting a short-lived spin-off in Pearson starring Gina Torres. With the series fully wrapped, you should go watch it, especially since a certain royal family member got her stardom from this show. Number 7. The Trial. A teenage murder victim, a public prosecutor that links back to her, a lawyer who sees this as a career-making case, and a suspect who might be innocent. Sounds like a typical legal plot, right? But there's more to the trial than what meets the eye. Titled Il Processo in Italian, the legal thriller series follows the above characters involved in the murder of a teenage girl. It shines a light on how this one incident affects the lives of everyone involved as they search for the truth, wait for the verdict, and walk on eggshells in the meantime. The 8-part series features intense courtroom drama set on an archetypal whodunit premise, exposing the audience to the Italian judicial system. At the same time, with its intriguing narrative and intense storytelling, the series keeps you hooked all along. What makes it more nuanced are the characters who touch upon the smaller societal and legal issues that matter to all. If you're in the mood for something classic in the legal genre but told differently, then The Trial is a must-watch. The Trial premiered in 2019 and currently has only one season of 8 episodes available on Netflix. Though there's room for more to come, there's no official announcement yet on the second season and when it will air. Number 6. When They See Us. Sometimes a story feels so important that even though it's heartbreaking, it must be told and heard. When They See Us is a story just like that. When 5 teams from Harlem, Kevin Richardson, Asante Black, Anton McRae, Khalil Harris, Yusuf Salam, Ethan Harris, Corey Wise, Jarrell Jerome, and Raymond Santana, Marquise Rodriguez, they're all falsely accused of a brutal assault on a jogger in Central Park. Their lives become a nightmare. The limited series follows the real-life story of these 5 people from discovery by the police to an extended courtroom trial. The limited series is based on events that happened in 1989 in New York City's Central Park. The show narrates the events and the experiences of these teenage boys and spotlights the biases of the justice system. When They See Us received widespread critical acclaim on its release and was nominated for a host of awards, winning a Peabody and an Emmy Award. With an ensemble cast, a pressing social issue, and positive reviews, this is a show that you don't want to miss. Number 5. The People vs. OJ Simpson, American Crime Story. The People vs. OJ Simpson is another striking legal drama series on Netflix you ought to watch. The story follows and is based on the real-life events of OJ Simpson's murder trial and also on Jeffrey Toobin's book, The Run of His Life, The People vs. OJ Simpson. The 10-episode series dramatizes and explores the twists and turns of the case using interviews, talks, and archival footage of one of the most significant legal and criminal cases in the history of the United States. The star-studded courtroom drama was highly acclaimed and praised for the direction, the writing, and the performances of the entire lead cast. The show earned 9 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe. The People vs. OJ Simpson American Crime Story is the first season of the show American Crime Story and originally aired on FX. Number 4. Daredevil. What? You didn't think we could put a superhero show on here? Marvel's very first Netflix series, Daredevil, is the story of Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox. Matt is a lawyer who was blinded as a child. He lives in New York's Hell's Kitchen as an attorney by day and a hyper-violent vigilante by night. Despite being unable to see, he has enhanced senses that, of course, is a secret. He uses these powers and his legal skills to bring justice to his neighborhood. Whether you're a comic book fan or not, all the thrilling action of the series coupled with its legal drama will have you glued to your couch in no time. Being based on a superhero character, Daredevil is a one-of-a-kind legal show that is packed with action, dark humor, and violence. And as is the norm with the MCU, there's a lot of quirky and witty lines thrown in by every character involved. The 3-season series ran from 2015 to 2018 and earned a lot of popularity and some awards. And with Disney now having the rights to the character again, fans are begging for the superhero court drama to come back. Number 3. Trial 4. Trial 4 is a true crime documentary based on the real-life story of Sean K. Ellis, who was wrongfully convicted of a murder of a Boston police detective in 1993. The story follows Sean K. Ellis, played by himself, and his trial for the murder of police officer John J. Mulligan. Director and creator Remy Burkell narrates the events through his interactions with Ellis, several officers at the Boston PD, and Ellis's attorney Rosemary Scapicchio. Through interviews, archival footage, and animated scenes, the series explores all the details of the case and Ellis's road to exoneration that lasted 22 years and 4 trials. A compelling story of corruption, legal loopholes, and a young man's determination to fight for his freedom is definitely something worth spending 8 hours for. The Netflix original miniseries has 8 episodes and is now available for streaming. Number 2. Making a Murderer. Making a Murderer is a true crime documentary that tells the story of 2 men, Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey, who were both convicted of crimes that they might not have committed. Stephen, a man from Wisconsin, was accused of sexual assault and attempted murder, for which he served 18 years in prison. Brendan was charged as an accessory. The limited series reveals and details all the events of the real-life cases the 2 men struggled to prove themselves innocent and their fight for freedom. Filmed over 13 years, the docuseries features members of the Avery family, victims and their families, defense lawyers, judges, prosecution, private investigators, and law enforcement. Spread across 2 parts with 10 episodes each, this documentary is dark, intense, and provocative at its best. Number 1. Better Call Saul. Of course we were ending with this one. Here comes another exceptional work from the creators of Breaking Bad. A spin-off of Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould's hit crime drama, Better Call Saul, begins around 6 years before the events of Breaking Bad in Albuquerque, New Mexico, while also delving into the backstory of Saul Goodman. The story follows the journey of James McGill, Bob Odenkirk, from a con-man turned small-time lawyer to the morally challenged criminal lawyer Saul Goodman. Bob Odenkirk steals the show as Jimmy McGill through his struggles and achievements in professional and personal lives, endless escapes, and encounters with dangerous enemies, ranging from high-profile corporate sharks to ruthless drug lords. The quirky, witty, and engaging series has been critically acclaimed and has earned many nominations and awards, including Primetime Emmy Awards and Golden Globe Awards. Better Call Saul premiered on AMC in February 2015, recording the highest-rated scripted series premiere in cable history at the time. 5 seasons of the show are currently available on Netflix, and if you're left with cliffhanging tension, there's good news. The 6th and final season is expected to air in early 2022. So what do you think of this look at the legal shows that are on Netflix right now that you should absolutely go and watch for one reason or another? Have you already watched some of these shows? Do you plan on going and watching them now that you know that they're on Netflix? What's your favorite legal drama series ever? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.